This course enables us to assess and identify the different landscapes on which farmers are located. As you are aware, most of the farming systems in Africa are undertaken and conducted by small farms. Of course, they range in size between 2 acres, sometimes to 10 acres. But uniquely, these farms are located differently on the landscape zones. And that means that the way they are going to do their farming is going to be unique and to fit into the different landscapes. Beyond the different landscapes, we also, in this course, look for the livelihoods that people undertake. What kind of income generating activities, in addition to farming, are these farmers engaged in? And so this course will help us to discover the unique livelihood strategies and farming systems that farmers are undertaking, again, depending on where on the landscape they are located. Are they located on top of a hill? Are they located on a slope, or sharp slope, or gentle slope? Are they located on the valley? These participatory methods and action research for innovation in livelihoods and agricultural systems course targets and is meant for PhD students who are in their PhD programs, and specifically here at Makerere University, students who are undertaking the PhD program in agriculture and rural innovations. And so again, we look at these as future researchers, future planners for extension systems who need to conduct bottom-up planning for the areas and regions and administrations that they will find themselves working in, or working for research organizations which want to conduct research that is relevant to the landscapes where their client groups live and work. And so in this course, we usually start by identifying a unique region in a country like Uganda here. I want to share with you an example of a place where we have visited. This is in Mityana district. We have been already able to contact, as we always start, we communicate to the district leadership, requesting for permission and introducing to them this course of what value it will be to them, but also requesting them for permission to come and work in that area. This is called community entry, so that we have the support of the leadership, we have the awareness of the leadership, and also we have their guidance as we move around the communities. And then this is followed by going straight to a select area, which again we negotiate and decide on together with the district leadership where they feel this course would be best conducted and where the results that we identify will be most useful for the district planning process, as much as most useful for the students who are learning this process of participatory planning and action. So once we arrive in an area, again introduce ourselves at the sub-location level, which is sub-administrative level, district first and then sub-location. And then from there, we started off with what we call a landscape map. When you are to do a landscape map, you use what we call a transect walk. We are here preparing to do what we call a landscape map. It's part of being able to understand how the terrain and the landscape on which the different farming activities and systems are happening is captured. So the landscape map involves taking a transect walk from a reference point to another point via a transect that represents the terrain of a specific area. Today we are going to look at a parish, so we are going to choose a transect that more or less represents how the different land zones or landscape zones in this parish are represented. And in that process we observe the morphology, the way the land is formed. We observe the soils, we observe the natural resource systems, we observe the cropping system, the livestock systems, and any other infrastructure that is distinct, specific to a landscape segment as we go through. This time around, the landscape map is being captured for Bukoba Parish. Sub-county is called Ssekanyonyi, which is also part of the district called Michana district in central Uganda.
Well, we are here, Pari 11. We are doing our participatory research and participatory methods and action research field work in Ssekanyonyi Michana. It's very exciting. We are now doing our transect walks to see what is in the landscape, map different items, the cropping system, livestock systems. It's really interesting. This is a very good learning opportunity. Yeah, thank you very much. So here we go.
After we have identified the unique farmer typologies, which we expect to have difference and variation, we also, as I said, we look at the institutions, the organizations that are serving in that area. Starting from the district production service that is responsible for agriculture in the area. We can look also and engage with those in charge of natural resources and forests that also can support agroforestry. We can look at those who are responsible for agriculture extension at the district local government level, what we can also call or regard as public service to the farming communities. But we also look for non-government organizations. We look for agri-businesses, businesses of private sector, including banks, including processing companies, marketing companies, which engage with that community to give it market opportunities for their farm produce or farm products. Okay, so again, as I said earlier, that these are the ones that we also will engage so that whatever we identify as constraints or opportunities, they as service organizations can come alongside the communities and support them to and create interventions that the communities themselves have identified as unique and needed to take them to the next level of their livelihood and well-being. So again, unique with this course is the feedback. All of the information that we obtain, we organize it there, where we invite all the informers we interacted with alongside all these processes, and the leadership of the district, and the leadership of the organization that we interacted with, to listen in to what we find and what we have found in the area. Okay? So again, a workshop is organized for about 2 hours and maybe plus an additional hour in which we give feedback, questions are asked, people to point out what they've learned that they did not know, and also people, the stakeholders in that meeting, appeal to each other. And for us, we show them that they can actually support each other to make improvements in the farming systems, in the livelihood strategies, and in the planning for that area.